Hello, 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 is Juicy Saft. I recorded another video before this and I got all my frustrations out and I feel better. But I'm not usually good at writing a script for these videos, and I feel like if I try to follow a script and try to write out all my opinions on these things, I become locked in some random way of thought that just doesn't fit well with me because the way I think and the way I rationalize everything in my head, I have to speak it. I have to say it freely and not just follow a pattern and follow a path that just makes me feel the best and feel okay with what I'm saying. Instead, just let it come out of my mouth and let it move out and deal with how whatever my mind is feeling at the time. Oh, this sounds stupid. Oh my God, someone's gonna say this. Whatever, who cares? You know. Anyway, a new thing that's starting to happen on the internet now is that people are going against the whole everybody's sensitive these days, and I'm finally glad, because I've been saying the same thing, that everybody says that some people are too sensitive these days is just somebody that can't handle the heat. You know what I mean? Maybe they just want to say it because they're like, oh, I can't handle the heat and I can just say it. I say it because I'm like, this is my personal opinion that people are just too weak or whatever. But it's like, are they? Because if you say that and then you get mad at a joke, I feel like the only people that should say that are people that never find any joke offensive even in the slightest bit. Even jokes they don't like. You find a comedian funny, even if it's not offensive or anything to you personally. You just don't like them funny, find them funny. Well, it's kind of weak that you can't just move on. You don't find them funny. You got to say that. You got to tell everybody you don't find that comedian funny. You got to find a reason to be like, I don't like this person. I don't like this person. There's people that make these. Everybody's sensitive. Everybody's going to be sensitive. The human race has been this notion that hating something or being uncomfortable with something is somehow a weakness. It's born of this need to be superior and be part of the in-group. I know what's right for everybody else, because you can't live outside of everyone else's perception. You live with this audience in your head that tells you how to live your life, because you live with the binary in your mind. This is how you're supposed to act, and this is what you're supposed to say. And anybody that challenges you, anybody that tells you, I don't agree with you, you have to attack them and say that, well, do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that I'm right? Right? Do you guys think that pussy, you can't just say it. Just say it with your chest. I say everything with my chest. I'm going to say this with my chest. I think you're a pussy. I think every single person's a pussy that can't just handle the heat. You're going to get disagreement. I think that the weakness of a lot of people that don't deal with racism is that they don't deal with the constant reflection that comes with that. The fact that no matter what they do, somebody out there that has some supremacy in their mind is going to be like, well, you're nothing but this. It's not on their mind. So when, in that people who haven't suffered can't handle the minor setback, the minuscule setback, and people who have suffered and suffered every day can. It's the same thing. If you haven't ever been burned, you're not going to know what the pain is like. So when you get burned the first time, it feels like the worst pain you're ever going to feel. If somebody's been burned, shot, and stabbed, it's like whatever. It still hurts, but they know how to handle it. Not to diminish how bad it is, but yet you still need someone to console you because you're a little bitch, a little pussy. Oh my God, people don't like your joke. Say it anyway. Say it anyway. Do you think it's funny? Say it. You can't handle that people are upset? Then there's jokes that I'm like, well, I don't personally think that this would make a lot of people happy. And personally, it wouldn't sit well with me if they didn't like the joke. So I'm not going to say it. So I don't. But not because, I care if people are mad at me. I think, well, this is fun. Is this fun for anybody? But that's me. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, that's how you should find jokes funny. That's how you should make all your jokes. And that's how you should write your life around. Really, what people want is shock value humor. All they want is to say the stupid. The problem is that comedy is seen as this easy thing that anybody can join, that anybody can be funny because everybody finds themselves funny, but they don't want to accept criticism because criticism and change is so hard for human beings to deal with. They don't want anyone combating their worldview. You're told, hey, this was a weak joke because there was no real structure to it. And then they go, you're hating on me. and you're wrong, and you're weak, and you're sensitive because whatever. Oh, you want to say the same joke that's been said millions of times before? Please tell me another stereotype joke that's been overdone and done again 80 million times. Let's reference, Asians can't drive, black people can't read. Let's do that again and again and again. Do you have anything else? And then in other terms of other jokes where people are just offended because of whatever it means, like you're just saying something that isn't about some race or some group. You're just saying something and people are mad at you. They go on Twitter and they go online and they yell at you. And say it. Why does it matter if somebody doesn't agree with you? That's going to happen. You're not always going to be in the right of all people's eyes. And yet you sit here every day going online hoping to fit in with this group, because that's what it is. That's truly what it is. This is a rise, not even a rise. It's this subgroup of people that didn't fit in with the main set of society and want to fit in with this other society that they've created, or some group. Everybody wants to fit in with some group and feel like they're right. And it's the in-group versus out-group. It's this, well, blah, 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 blah. So people that are like, oh, well, let's care about this and let's care about that. And then the people that are like, edgy. They go, well, a proper way to defend myself, because people are being angry at me, is to say, well, it's your fault, not mine. I didn't reflect on my joke. I didn't reflect on my statement. I just said whatever. Sometimes, yeah, no, people are. People are going to be sensitive. People are going to be out of nowhere. You can say something like, I said a joke online that I call a creator irrelevant. One person, my single self, I said someone was irrelevant. All of their fans came in and were mad at me because they wanted to defend somebody that they liked personally. They thought that they were a nice person, and they are a nice person. But they were like, you have offended me specifically, and they wanted me to apologize to them. And I didn't, and I only apologized for going full on and apologize to my followers and apologize, like saying, hey, sorry, I kept making videos over and over and over again. And I have still not apologized for what I've said, because I don't care. And that doesn't make me stronger. It doesn't make me better. It just means that I stood by what I said, because I'm not afraid to do that. Because I know that if I'm not able to, I shouldn't say anything. I shouldn't sit here and act like I'm superior to anybody else. Oh, people just don't know how to handle stuff. And then I'm crying every time somebody doesn't like my joke, doesn't like what I've said. Okay? I'm black and white. In fact, a lot of black people don't like when I say a lot of, they don't like me saying the N-word specifically. There are a lot of hotep kind of black people that go up there and they're like, well, you shouldn't say that because you're not fully black. They say, well, no, your mom and dad were, all this crap. You know what I mean? Like my skin color isn't going to affect me in my life. Like apparently, well, like some white person that hates black people is going to look at me and go, you know what? I thought you were a coon, but you're not. You're not. You're a good guy. You're not. You're one of the good ones. Whatever. Who cares? But I still say whatever I want to say. Every time I disagree with somebody that's black, I personally love, like somebody that's just being super negative to the black community and they're black. I don't even care about talking to them. I just go straight for like slurs and anger. Just belittling them and dehumanizing them. Is it funny to do that as another person and then use the terms and words that have been used to dehumanize and weaken us as a race and as a people, even though race doesn't exist, but you know what I mean, like as a people, just use words that have been built in hate? No, it doesn't. Do I care? No. Does that make me better than you? No. It's a statement. It's an idea. There's no such thing as being better than another person. It's a weak man's need to be better than somebody else. It's an inferior man's need to be superior, to prove. You have so many people that need to prove that they're superior. They bring up their family's history. They're like, oh, my family did this. What have you done then? What have you done? Oh, your father was in the Air Force and your father did this and this and this. What have you done? Because what I can see is that you're not doing anything. I'm not going to shame you for any job you have, because I personally believe that all work is work. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here. You're boasting about how you come from a long lineage of superior people, and yet, what are you, the run of the litter? That I'm supposed to bow down to you as the weakest of all the feet? Your steps sound like nothing but leaves hitting the ground, but I'm supposed to view them as thunderous clamorings of steel and metal hitting the floor? No, I'm not going to do that. And the same goes for that. It's a multitude of things. The same way that people want, like me even, everybody's at fault for this. A way to make people feel like your opinion's more valid is to use bigger words than you normally do, or that you would normally use. I mean, backtracking, changing your whole way of talking so that it sounds more professional, so that people think, oh, well, he knows what he's talking about. I don't care if you think I know what I'm talking about, because it's an opinion. I don't need to know what I'm talking about to have an opinion. I only need to know what I'm talking about if I want to force it on other people. You don't need to believe what I believe. You can disagree with me in this video. You can disagree with me anytime. It's not going to hurt me because it's your life. You can disagree. Leave your comment. Yell at me. It's not going to change my mind. Be mad. Don't be mad. Ask me questions. I don't even have to talk to you. I genuinely don't have to have a conversation with you. I really don't have to talk to you about my opinion. Everybody wants that victory of fighting with somebody and feeling they're better than, oh, well, I won an argument. Okay, good, great. What does that mean for the grand scheme of things? Because you change one person's mind. That's, what, a fraction of the battle? 1,000th of the battle? Great job. Great job. But there's still like 8 million people that are saying this thing. If 40 million people say this thing is red, and you convince one person to say, oh, it's blue, what have you done? Truly, what have you done? Doesn't mean anything. Keep going. Feel free. Keep going. You know what I mean? But don't feel like you've broken sunlight into solid objects or something abstract. Like you have done the impossible. I've captured sunlight in my bare hands and stored it in a box in my closet. And now anytime that my room gets dark, I just open up the box and there goes my room, bright as ever. Wow. The whole point of this is just stick with what you say. Stop asking for permission and asking somebody to tell you, well, what should I say? Because if you can't rationalize it, just say what you want to say. Deal with the consequences. You don't want to be hated? Then think about it. Think about it like an intelligent person. Really think about everything you say. Because I do. And if I go, I don't care enough, and I say something and it makes everybody mad and I really suffer for it, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Like if you're in an island full of like fucking Steves and you go, I hate the name Steve. I think it's the worst name on the planet. And then all of them murder you. Yeah, it was stupid that they did that, but like, if you knew their names were all Steve and you were just purposely trying to like, you didn't think about the situation, you were on a deserted island. You didn't think about that. You didn't think about their mental state. You didn't think about this. You didn't think about that. You didn't care. You just assumed, oh, well, they'll just agree with me. They'll see my line of thinking. What if they're crazy? But you just assume that they accept your way of thinking. Oh, it's an island and they're hungry. And they're like deciding they've hit the point where they want to eat somebody. And they're deciding, oh, well, we can't do that. We can't do that. And then here comes this guy going, I actually hate all of you guys. And I think that you guys are inferior people. Who are they? Are they gonna eat the guy that's like, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Or are they gonna eat the guy that's like, I hate you guys so much? Keep your opinion to yourself if you know it's gonna be detrimental. You know? Or say it, get eaten, and be a martyr. Oh no. Oh no. Why are you so weak? Why are you so weak that you can't just say it? Don't ask me. Don't try to talk to me. Don't try to tell me, oh, well, this is why. And I disagree with. I don't care, because that's what I'm saying. That's the point of this. That's the point of the video. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care. I'm going to say it how I feel. And this is my opinion. You disagree with me. You disagree with me. I talk to everybody. I talk to my friends and I read. I'm going to find out on my own. If I change my mind, I promise you, If I change my mind on this, it's going to be because I'm looking at it. But it's not going to be because of you. It's not going to be because of you individually coming in here thinking that you're smart. For some reason to prove, beating your chest and thinking that you're the best. Because I've seen this over and over again. These people that idolize these fast talkers, these people that are like debaters on YouTube and all these other platforms. Oh, he's so smart. He's so smart, because they want to be that guy. They want to be revered. They idolize. They see somebody that is a king in modern times because they have control of all of these sheep that can't think for themselves, that just boast and bask at somebody better than them. Whatever. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it. But you know what? In that regard, keep saying it. You believe it? Keep saying it. You know what I mean? But just think. Because I'm hoping that it continues to go against that, continues to go against you. My opinion, I hope it keeps going against this. Everybody's too sensitive, and starts going into people that say that are truly just pussies about everything, and they can't handle somebody disagreeing with them. What they're saying is, everyone's sensitive except me. You can't say what I don't agree with. Because every single time that I've seen someone say that, every time I've seen a conservative say that, you know, you say a cab, or you say some other joke, make a joke about white people. See how many white people would say that people are too sensitive, start playing devil's advocate and saying, well, you can't, well, if the roles were, what is it? Do you like edgy jokes or not? What are you about? Are you that serious? Are you that serious that you're that daft in the mind that you can't really, you want to be smart. You want to be smarter than everybody else because you need that. You need that in your own life. You need somebody to view you as superior to somebody else. And yet you cannot, for the life of you, see where you've failed. See? Fallen. I think I was mixing fallen and failing. So you know what? Failing. I don't give a shit. Failing. You failing yourself. I completely messed up. But fuck it. Failing, like I said. You've fallen and failed yourself. In your own inadequacies, you can't see that. I understand, and I'm trying not to use words that I don't use in my everyday language, because personally I feel like I can't. I want to be closer to my way of thinking. If I can't tell people, I can't be a hypocrite. I can't be saying this is what you do and then I do it myself. The pot can still call the kettle black, but if the pot doesn't do anything about the soot on its own self, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Complaining about how the taste is different in the rice that the pot cooks, or the pan cooks, or the kettle makes the tea, you know, and then you're not doing anything. I don't know. It gets to a point. I know you need this. I know you need someone to pat you on the back. I know you need to fit in. But genuinely, you're weak. You have no backbone. You can't handle the heat. Every single person that just says wild crap, regardless of whatever it is, if it's progressive or not progressive, or positive or negative towards any group, if they stick with it, they're far stronger than you. You are sensitive. You are sensitive and weak, and you can't handle someone scrutinizing you. Jesus, holy crap, why are you that weak? Why are you that weak? Is it that bad? Someone called you a mean word online. Oh, you got a bunch of death threats online? Yeah, people are awful. It's the internet. Buck up, buddy. Buck up. Nobody deserves that. Sure, yeah, I know. But don't go online then. You keep saying that to everybody else. Oh, you can't handle the heat. Don't go online. Don't talk to people. And yet, where is it? Where is that same energy? You just continuously need someone to feel like you are better than them. But you're not. You're weak. You're weak. You're weak. So, what I've noticed though is that I'm gonna end the video on this note. What I've noticed is that it's always inadequate men. It's always inadequate men that boast this the most. The men that don't exercise, the men that don't have any strength, the men that aren't doing anything for themselves. I'm not exercising. I'm not doing anything for myself. I'm changing that. I'm trying to. But in the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I do or don't. But these men that want to be stronger than everybody else and want to be better than everybody else. They're ugly. They're not better, good looking. They're not this. They're not that. Not because I disagree with them, but you can tell, oh, it's this way. It's because of this. Regardless of it, looks don't mean anything, but you know what I mean. It's like people where you can tell their opinion is completely formed, but this need to feel like they are actually worth something. Why don't you fix that first? Just for the love of God, I promise you'll live a better life instead of just searching for some acceptance online. Because I'm tired of you. I'm genuinely tired of you. I'm genuinely tired of you coming online every day because that's all you can do, because you have no friends, you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you just want somebody to accept you. So you live on this internet persona of other people's cries and pains because this is what aligns with your mind, because you can't reflect. You don't agree with me, that's fine. Disagree with me. You think that what I said right there was bad? Fine. But here's the thing, I don't care. And I'm going to say that. And I don't think I'm better than you because I'm saying that. I don't think that I'm stronger than you because I'm saying that. But I'm also not going to sit here and say that you were not allowed to disagree with me and think that what I said was bad. And if I backtrack and go, you know what, I agree with you. It was wrong that I said that. It doesn't make me any weaker. In fact, it makes me smarter than my old self. If I'm able to reflect on things and see, oh, well, this is where I failed myself. But you can't do that. You can't do that because you're so desperate to fit in this persona of the internet that you have built for yourself. And in general, this persona of fitting in with society that you claim that you're no longer a part of, or whatever. This is anger for a lot of things. It's just I'm tired of betas, man. I'm tired of you betas. I genuinely am. You 5'0" fucking betas, man. I hate you with all my heart. I genuinely do. Not really. It's not you guys. It's not the short kings. Don't worry, short kings. Don't worry, short kings. I'm just being insulting to a certain group of people. You know, a certain type of people that boast online about how strong they are emotionally. You know, they're not strong at all physically or any other way. They just, it's like, I can tell you are mad that the way you were born. Jesus, get over it. For frick's sake, get over how you were born. I'm asking you, just do it. Just get over it, please. Please just get over it. When you're over that, then you can join the conversation. Because God, is your opinion invalidated? You think that you would? No, say it. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna say people are too sensitive these days, you are not allowed to say anything is a bad joke if it's offensive to you. If you find it offensive, shut up. I think people are allowed to find things bad. I think it's good for comedy to, you know, make sure that I'm fitting well with the mainstream and make sure that I have a career and that I'm not, you know, a D-list. But in the end of the days, if I don't find that fun, I'll still do the jokes I like. But overall, that's what I'm saying. Anybody can make any joke they want. But people are like, oh man, wow, people are so sensitive. If you're going to say that and then get mad at another joke, stop. Stop going on the internet. You can't handle it. You're a baby. You're a child. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and continue drinking my drink. And if anybody wants to disagree, I'm not going to read your comments. Not because I don't want to hear anything about it, or that I think that I'm better than you, or that I'm going to... If you want to yell at me, that's fine. Get it out of your way. But I'm going to keep this opinion. I mean this. This one I've thought about for a long time, and there's multiple facets behind it. If you agree with me, I don't need your praise either. If you agree with me and you want to be like, good job and good thing, I'll like your comment or I'll comment on that. But ultimately, it doesn't mean anything to me because I don't need somebody to agree with me. I don't need somebody to accept what I think. I don't need somebody to say, you are right. Because I might not be. I might not be right. I might not be. Who cares? Just say it. If you can't handle the heat without crying about it on the internet, then don't say it. I don't upload anything. I don't post anything. I don't say anything unless I am ready for whatever it brings to me. It's the internet. It's the most public you can get without actually being in public. Handle it. Jesus. You're going to be naked in the supermarket. Don't complain that everybody's like, ew, that's gross. What's with his dick? That's not right. Why does it look like that? Don't start getting like, hey, everybody's so weird about how my dick looks. They're too sensitive. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's been my video. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for listening. I'm just being angry because, you know, I'm tired of seeing content like this. I'm tired of seeing videos because it's from the same people. It's from the same type of people over and over and over and over and over and over again. And At this point, I don't even want them alive. I hate them so much because it's so weak. It's just the weakest stance you can have. Anyway, I'll be happier when I don't have to see that again. So you guys have a good day. If you any comments, questions, concerns, still put them in the comments. You are not you can say whatever you want. I can't stop you. I'm not going to turn off these comments. Say it. You disagree with me, and if I can rationalize what you agree with or what you're saying and say, oh, you know what, maybe I had it wrong, fine. I'm not going to have an air of superiority. If I'll read your comment. I really will, and if I can agree with it, sure. But other than that, meh. You know what I mean? Meh. What are you gonna do? I think one way. Is it that bad that I think this way? I've said this millions of times before. You guys are gonna know. You guys are gonna know. Anyway, love you. Bye.